Tới sao sư kinh nghiệm như đấy cái gì là gì vậy
May sarili ko lang.
đấy
Sarili ko lang kanin.
The microphone is muted.
The teacher is not here as yet, but
Okay.
yeah, he was supposed to join us online, but he's not. I'm not seeing him. I don't know what. Hello, sir. Dragon bar.
Your mic is mute, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Huh? Are you hearing me now?
Yes, we are, sir. What? Finally, welcome to the class, sir.
Huh?
Finally, welcome to the class.
You're most welcome. Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, how are you today? All is well?
Yes, sir. All is well.
Okay. So
All
are
is
you
well,
are you
sir.
ready? Good. So
But-
where is Oren? Is Oren there?
Sir, we're not hearing you properly, sir.
Huh?
Can you please speak?
Yes, I am here, sir.
What are you saying now, Woody?
He is saying he couldn't hear you properly,
Well, I don't know what else to do.
but I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, is he hearing me now?
I'm not sure.
Woody,
Yes, sir. But we're not
are you
hearing
hearing me now?
you, sir. Not as well, sir. Not well.
Well, I don't know.
Seems like you are very far away from the mic.
No?
Like the
I
mic
am
is
close to the mic because Oren said he's hearing me.
Sorry, sir.
Oren said he's hearing me quite clearly.
I'm hearing you quite well, sir.
Okay, and with the other guy named from Portland said he's hearing me too, so I don't know what's the problem.
Well, it seems like the problem is on our side then, sir.
I don't know because Oren is hearing me, and what's the name from Portland again?
Richard Roy.
And Roy is hearing me. I don't know what's the problem.
I'm trying something, sir, to see if it's gonna work. Maybe I can maybe they come.
We are trying to change our speakers.
Okay.
Come on, by silent and here.
Busy.
Sir?
Yeah.
I'm not to do it. Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
Can you please speak up, please, sir?
Well, I don't know what else to do. I am shouting.
Shout more, sir.
Oren, are you hearing me still?
And we are hearing you now, sir. You can go ahead, sir.
Oren, are you hearing me? Oren.
Yes, sir. We do.
Oren.
Seems like he's dead, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Roy, are you hearing me?
Quite well, sir.
Good. Okay, good morning again. So are you all ready for the test now?
Yes, sir.
Did you have any challenges with the translations?
At the beginning, yes, sir.
Okay, but you're able to overcome them.
Well, we think so, sir, but it is you who shall define the word.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I did it, sir, but I'm
Okay.
seeking correction.
So I am coming to Kingston tomorrow. So
Sir,
how would I get? So when I come to Kingston tomorrow, I'm coming to correct the translation at the building.
all right, sir. You will correct them at the building. All right.
And Richard, how would I get your translation now?
It is in my room, sir.
Where?
Over there at JSP.
Or how did it get there?
I forget it there.
Oh, last week when I spoke to you, you were in Kingston.
No, sir. I did it
Because
before
I heard a baby last week in the background. So have you finished the translation?
I did it before I came over, sir.
Okay, that's good. All right, let's look at lesson number 12. Lesson 12.
The imperfect.
Imperfect active indicative. Okay. Last class we dealt with passive and middle indicative. Now we're dealing with imperfect. Anybody knows what what kind of action the imperfect tense deals with?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What?
I think everybody knows, sir. Continuous action.
Before
Huh?
sir, I want to thank you for the book, sir. Hello.
Continuous action in the past time.
Yes, sir. That's what I said.
Sir, Brother Israel said, before we move on, he would like to thank you for the book.
To say thanks for the book, sir. The one you gave him. Why are you muting? No.
Oh, that's all right. If somebody called me for something.
Oh, all right, sir.
Okay, let's go now. So, Roy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can start. But.
Allah.
Okay. Orin, I kill. Orin?
Yes, sir.
I kill.
Chino.
Woody, Galilee.
What? Galilee, sir. Give me 1 second, sir. Galilee.
No.
Galilea.
Galilea.
Yeah.
Okay. Earth. Solid earth.
Yeah.
And Israel. Still. Okay. And Roy, I prepare. Roy, I prepare.
Toy Mazu.
Toy Master. Okay. Oren, I heal.
Terrafio.
And now we have Woody. Jesus.
Jesus.
Huh?
Jesus.
Okay. Have you noticed that there's a footnote for Jesus?
Yes, sir.
Read what the footnote says.
This is an irregular second declension noun. Only nouns appear in the New Testament. Jesus, genitive and ablative and dative, locative instrumental, and vocative Yesu, and the accusative is Yeson.
Okay, so we have the nominative Jesus, genitive ablative, and dative, locative, and vocative is su, and the accusative is soon. Okay. Solin.
Yes, sir. Israel.
Israel.
This one.
And Israel, John.
Luanes.
Juanes. Okay. And go back now to Roy. I cry out. Roy, I cry out. Roy, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, sir.
Okay, but I'm not hearing you. I'm crying out to you now. Okay, spell the word if you can't pronounce it. Spell it then.
K-R-A-Z-O.
Okay, how you pronounce that? Krazo.
Krazo.
Okay, Oren now.
Nun.
And Woody, no longer. Okay, T. And soul and darkness.
Scotia.
Huh?
Scotia.
Koshia.
Okay.
Kotia.
All right. And Israel then.
Okay.
Okay, and we go right back to Portland.
What about then?
Royce.
Sir.
Yeah, Royce, I exist. Spell it.
Upako.
Huh?
Upako.
Upako. So is there a rough breathing mark there?
Huh?
Is there a rough breathing mark?
Yes, sir.
So if say there's a rough breathing mark, how should it be pronounced?
Upak.
No.
Oh, Uparko.
Upako.
Tell him for me, Orin.
Uparko.
Upako. Okay. And Orin, the last one now again, you get it.
As, that is us.
As?
Us.
Yeah, okay, yes. Okay, all right. Very good, thank you. The first paragraph, Solon, read the first paragraph from it, 12.2.
Forms of the imperfect active indicative.
Okay, we are looking at the forms. I want to talk about the forms. What are we talking about?
The morphology.
Yeah?
The morphology, the shape, or how it looks like.
Okay. Okay, we talk about the first, second, and third person singular and plural. Okay?
Oh.
First, second, and third person singular. Forms of it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Colin,
Yes, sir.
is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Let's continue then.
The imperfect tense uses the stem of the present tense on which to build this form.
So therefore they use the form of the present.
Yes.
So they use the stem of the present tense and build their form on it. Continue.
The three component parts of the imperfect are the augment, which is described below, the verb stem and the endings.
So have you seen the three parts? They are the augment, the verb stem, and the endings. How do you get the verb stem?
Removing the ending, sir.
Okay, continue, Solon.
First, Find the present stem by removing the omega from the vocabulary form.
Continue.
Then attach the augment to the verb stem. Finally, attach the imperfect endings for the active voice. These are first person singular on, second person singular s, and third person plural or singular, sorry, a or m. Now, first person plural omen, second person plural ete, third person plural on.
Okay, continue.
The initial vowel in the above endings is the connecting vowel or omicron before mu or nu and epsilon before any other ending.
Thank you. So now that you understand the connecting vowels, what are the endings for the imperfect tense, first, second, and third person singular? What are the endings? Now that you know what the connecting vowels are. What is the ending for the first person singular?
On.
Huh?
On.
No. Who did tell him for me?
Repeat the question, please, sir.
What is the ending for the first person singular imperfect?
Un, sir.
You're wrong. What's his name? Wait, no, what is his name? Israel. Israel?
Yes, sir.
What's the ending for the first person singular imperfect tense?
Yes.
How you reach there? How you reach there? All right, Royce, tell him for me.
On.
No. Owen, tell him for me.
Yeah, so it kind of slipped me there. Where are we exactly?
I don't know where you are. I'm in my living room. I don't know where you are.
Okay.
Have you found yourself now?
No, sir. I mean in the book.
Okay, all right. Okay.
No, third person singular, first person singular, Orion.
The ending.
Okay.
The ending.
Third or first, let's say.
First.
First.
Singular on.
Okay. Solin, read for me again. First find the present stem. No, the initial vowel.
The initial vowel in the above endings is the connecting vowel.
Continue.
Mu or nu and e or epsilon before any other ending.
So therefore the ending is nu and o is the connecting vowel.
Oh no.
You have nu.
Yes, sir.
And then o is the connect, because it says you put o before mu and nu and e before any other what? Letter.
Ending.
So it's nu is the ending, and then you put the omicron. So it's sigma, and then you put the epsilon. Okay? And then the other one is the epsilon, and sometimes is the removable one. The other one is men, but then you put the o men. It is K, you put the E, and you put no again. And then you have now for the word itself is on SN. Okay, continue now.
So what did I say, sir? I say on when you ask the question.
No, you say on, but on is the complete thing, because what you read there now, O is the connecting vowel. So you connect O to no, which really is the ending.
ending of the
Yeah,
first,
continue.
and I say on.
I didn't
No,
hear,
but-
you say on, but it's no is the ending, and you put, and based on the rule, it says you put O before mu and nu to get the complete ing. Continue.
Okay, sir, I understand you now.
Continue.
The third person singular often takes the movable nu.
Yes. Continue.
Or nothing to say on it, sir.
Continue.
Note that the first person singular and third person plural are identical in form and must be distinguished from the context.
So, yes, notice that it's on for the first person singular, on third person plural. So it says they are identical. So it is the context will tell you whether it is first person singular or third person plural. Continue. Continue.
Well, I finished it. All right. No doubt.
Continue.
We have with that. Yes, sir. Summary.
Yeah.
Epsilon augment plus lu present stem plus on personal ending, which equal to alone, imperfect active indicative first person singular.
Yeah. Is that summary correct altogether?
Sorry, sir?
Is that summary correct altogether?
It's supposed to, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Huh?
sir. Yes, sir.
Why you say yes? Why you say yes?
Because it has the ending, it has the nu at the end.
Okay.
It has all the important parts. Sir.
Huh?
It has all the essential parts, sir.
And it come before the Omicron. Come after the Omicron.
Israel, is that correct altogether? The summary.
Yes, sir. Hello?
Huh? Israel,
Repeat the question again, sir.
is the summary correct altogether?
Yes, sir. It is a
Okay.
I can say.
Owen, is that summary correct altogether?
Where is that?
Summary.
Say please. You look like you don't know where you are.
Page 56, sorry.
Class, tell Owen where the summary is. It looked like he was sleeping a while ago.
Page 56.
56. 50, 56 is the translations.
Okay. Solin,
Yes, sir.
read the summary for Owen again because it looked like he was sleeping.
Epsilon augment. Well, let's say epsilon minus augment plus lu present stem plus on personal ending, which equal alone, imperfect active indicative first person singular.
Have you seen it now, Owen?
Yes, sir. What they were telling me the wrong number. It isn't 56.
No, it's 56. The guy said he's right. He said 56, and he's right. Page 56.
It's 55, 54. I mean, mine is on page 54.
This is in your book?
Yes, sir, in my book.
All right. Okay. All right. So
All right.
listen now. So the writer says L1 is imperfect active indicative first person singular. Is he correct altogether?
Yes.
Okay.
Why? How?
L1.
Mhm. Okay, Woody, is he correct altogether?
Sir, what does that mean, sir?
Huh?
What does that mean? Because I'm not getting the meaning of the question.
I said the writer says L1 is imperfect active indicative first person singular. I'm asking if he's correct altogether. Israel,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Israel,
Yes,
is he
sir.
correct altogether?
No, sir.
Well, okay, correct. Tell the class why it is not correct.
For the
He's not sure, sir. He's just saying yes.
active indicative, you must put.
Okay, Royce, is
Sir.
the writer there correct altogether? I'll give the full information.
Yes, sir. I answered yes already. And
Okay.
I explained why it is
everybody
correct.
who say yes is wrong.
What?
Yes, because L1, listen what I said, it is not, I'm not saying it is wrong, but the writer is not right altogether. Because L1 can be first person and it can be third person plural. Have you seen that?
Yes, sir.
L1 is not only first person, it can be third person too.
No, sir, it cannot be that because
Have
Oh,
you
I
seen that?
see it. Yes, I see it.
Yeah, so L1 can be first person singular and it can be third person plural.
So look in the
I said,
paragraph, Israel. Look in the
yeah,
paragraph.
so basically I'm asking if the writer is right altogether. And I said the information there is right to a point, but he didn't really say that this can also be third person plural.
Yes, sir, but that doesn't mean it is not good.
I am not hearing you, Solin.
I said that doesn't mean it is not good. The author has chosen which of the case to give, which of the
No. He says, notice, he says L1 is imperfect active indicative first person singular, but L1 is not just imperfect active indicative first person. He just says L1 is imperfect active and can either be first person singular or third person. That's what should have been there. Either first or third, depends on the context.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir, but he has chosen the first one.
Okay, all right. Israel?
Yes, sir.
Continue reading imperfect active indicative of law.
Imperfect active indicative of luo. Singular. Eluon. I was losing. Elues. You are losing. Elue or Eluen. He, she, it was losing. Eluemen. We were
Eluomen. No, Eluomen, not Elue. Eluomen.
Eluomen. We were losing. Eluete. You were losing. Eluon. They were losing.
Right. So you see L1 is mentioned twice here. So it can
Oh.
either be first or
Yes, sir.
third.
Yes, sir. I saw
So
it.
that's what I was referring to.
Yes,
When
sir.
so I was simply saying the writer is not right altogether, only part of the answer he gave, where L1 is concerned.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Orin,
Yes, sir.
read for me B.
The epsilon at the beginning of the word is the augment.
Okay, you get that clear? Augment. And do you know what the augment signify?
Yes, sir.
In this case, okay, continue. I'm jumping it. Continue.
Yeah. Which indicates that this is a secondary tense.
Uh-huh.
One which
No, that is,
that is
I
one
mean, that is,
that is one which expresses past time. There are two kinds of augment.
notice, there's a footnote there at time. What does it say at the bottom?
Okay, so the epsilon is probably the relic of an old adverb.
Right. Continue.
Okay, so two kinds of augment are used with verbs.
Notice, there are two kinds of augments, and I want for you to take note of this. Two kinds of augment are used with the verb.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Continue.
You have the verbs beginning with a consonant. Add epsilon to the stem, as you see in the model word low.
Continue. Hello?
This is called a syllabic argument because
Okay? Okay? So
it
why is
adds
it called
a
syllabic augment?
It adds a syllable to the word.
And what is that syllable?
The epsilon.
Right. The epsilon is a syllable, so it's eluon. That's why it's called a syllabic augment. Continue.
Verbs.
Excuse me, sir, that mean it begin the word?
Yeah?
That mean it begin the word?
No. Well, syllabic augment mean it adds another syllable to the word. Because remember, the root word is lu, and you remove the ending, and you have lu.
Sir.
Okay? Yes, sir.
One of the things that Brother Roy can pay attention to is that the augment, they always stand in the beginning of the verb.
Oh, yes, it is also at the beginning.
Right.
Okay, it is added to the verb. So yes, and say at the beginning of the word. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's what
Okay.
I thought.
Okay, well, I didn't really understand exactly what you were saying. So continue.
Okay. Verbs beginning with a vowel form a temporal augment by lengthening the vowel.
Yeah, okay, continue. Verbing with a what?
Beginning with a vowel form a temporal augment by lengthening the vowel.
So you understand the verb begin with a vowel?
Yes.
Okay. Explain that to me.
So just as it shows in the paragraph, you have alone, and if it says verbs beginning with a vowel form a temporal augment by lengthening the vowel, let me see, alone.
Okay, continue reading then, because you'll get the answer. Continue reading.
Okay.
Continue reading.
Sir, alone tie, for an example.
Continue reading.
Okay. For example of augmentation in this manner are the following: aquo becomes.
So does aquo begin with a vowel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So because aquo begins with a vowel, you will not put the e before the aquo.
Right.
What you do, you give the long form of alpha. And the long form of alpha is eta. Continue.
It becomes equon.
Okay, and Equan is what person? First, second, or third person singular plural?
First singular and third plural.
Okay, and how should that be translated, Orin? Equan.
So
How
Equan,
should Equan be translated?
Equantai.
Okay. Okay, tell him for me, Solin, how Equan should be translated. Solin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How Equan should be translated.
I'm trying to pick up, sir.
Oh, pick up. Are you on the ground?
In the web?
How should Equan be translated?
He said he was trying to pick up, sir. What he's trying to.
Okay. Israel,
God bless me.
how should Equan be translated?
No, they were not.
Who, sir? Me?
Israel, how should Equan be translated?
They were listening or I was listening, sir.
Okay, tell him for me, Woody.
I was hearing, they were hearing.
Exactly. It's from the word echo means I hear. So I mean I was hearing or they were hearing. Okay? What the guy name from Portland again?
Yes, sir.
Roy.
Yes, sir.
Continue reading from Echo 1.
Oh, Echo
Roy?
1. Yes, sir.
I said continue reading from Echo 1.
Yes, sir.
It look like you lost too.
No, sir. I'm here. When I lost it, sir.
I said continue reading from Echo 1. Were you following?
Yes, sir.
Well, if you're following, continue. What is the problem, Roy?
I'm trying to pronounce this word, sir.
Spell it.
E-G-E-I-R-O.
So I
Egero.
pronounce that. E-G-E-I-R is what? Igero. Some say Igairo.
Igairo.
Okay? Yeah, Igairo becomes what? Becomes what? Tell him Woody.
Ekron. Igairon.
Yeah. So listen now. And how should Igairon be translated? Portland. Roy.
No, I
have been raised up.
No.
Eh? Tell him for me, Oren. Oren? Oren? Are you there? All right, can't find you. Israel?
Sir?
How should Egairon should be translated?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No,
yes.
I wasn't hearing you. So I say, how should that word be translated?
Oh, should I continue?
No. How should the word be translated? Give me the translation of it then. Give me the English then. English translation then.
I have been raised up.
I have been raised up?
Yes.
How you get I have been raised up there? Woody. Solin.
Yes, sir.
Tell Oren what is the correct
Which one of us?
translation of that word.
Woody or Solen? Which one, sir?
Huh?
Who, sir? Me or Brother Solen?
Anybody.
Okay.
I was rising up.
Okay, and what again?
Rising up.
It's okay. It can be I was raising up, or I was raising, whatever, or they were raising, raising up. Okay, continue for me, Roy.
And or lid
Onidizo.
onidizo.
I
reproach.
Okay.
Become on the zero.
No.
On
Pronounce it for him, Solin.
Yes, sir. Onedizon.
Onedizon.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And Israel.
Yes, sir.
How would you translate the word Onedizon?
I was repreaching.
Yeah?
I was repreaching.
Yes. And they were?
Reproaching.
Okay. Continue for me, Portland. Roy.
This type of augment is result of blending or contraction of two vowels. For example, akuo becomes ikuon because of epsilon augment. It's contracted with the alpha and become zeta, eta. Other augmentation patterns are possible. Some of the more common ones are.
Okay. So here you have one there. You have the one that you have just read, the second one, eta plus alpha, sorry, epsilon plus alpha equal what?
Eta.
Eta.
Have you seen that,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Royce?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the next one is what? Eta plus omicron equal what?
Omega.
Omega.
So that's the reason why you have the word up here. Onidison. That's why you have there. Because once you put the eta before it, and you go to the contraction, it becomes what? Omega. Again, you have akuo, you put the eta before it, epsilon plus alpha equal eta. Okay, and it continues. Okay, thank you. Israel.
Yes, sir.
Read for me C.
In compound verb, the augment comes after the preposition and before.
Your song, Israel, your song far away.
Okay, sir. In compound verb, the augment comes after the preposition and before the verb stem.
So you need to bear that in mind. The compound verb, in compound verb, the augment comes after the preposition and before the verb. Continue.
For the verb stem.
Yeah, the verb stem, yeah.
Yes, sir. If the preposition ends with a colon, a lesion takes place.
So do you remember what is elation?
Yes, sir.
No,
What is that?
sorry.
Israel?
I say no, sir. I don't know. I'm confusion.
What is elation? Go back to page 8.
Par exemple, vous avez dia, et vous avez nkata, vous avez a, la fait di nkata, vous avez a,
Yes, all right.
C'est ça, les amis, dis la classe de l'autre, on va na yon mot, puis par contre, avec l'autre.
Okay.
Read from the beginning.
It is
Three other diacritical marks. Read from there.
2.5. Read from there.
read first.
2.5 other marks.
Yes, sir. Three other marks. Three other.
No. Three other diacritical marks.
Yes, sir. Three other diacritical marks should be not the apostrophe serves in Greek as in English to indicate that a letter has been omitted.
Yes.
This often occurs when a word ending in a short vowel is followed by a word beginning with a vowel. In such cases, the short vowel is elided or drops out. Thus, the process is called elision.
So that's what we have been talking about. Okay? So you understand what is elision now? When you have a word ends with a vowel and the word following begins with a vowel, then if it's a preposition, then the vowel disappear, put an apostrophe, and to indicate that the vowel has been removed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue now.
Yeah.
Examples.
Yeah.
Go back to page 56. Example at page 54, depends on which book you have.
Example. Ekbalo becomes exebalo. Exebalo.
Exibalon.
Exebalo. Apocteno becomes apectenon. Apago becomes apagon.
So, sir.
Okay. Huh?
Which means that verb and preposition are going to be combined together.
Yes, sometimes it's like that.
So,
yeah. Apoctino become apec.
We should study it like that, sir.
Huh?
We should study it like that, sir.
I'm not hearing what you said.
If we should study it like that.
Yes, because these are called compound words. Compound words are when you have a verb and a preposition added together. Like ek is out, preposition, balo means to throw. Ek balo becomes ezibalon. Apoctino becomes apoctinon. Apago becomes apegon. Apegon. Okay, continue now. No, D supposed to be Orion. Orion.
Sir.
Read D.
There is a question, sir.
Yes, let me hear you.
Yes, sir. What will be the translation? Could we have an example?
Of what?
Like any one of them, like
Ezibalon is imperfect tense. Okay.
Like are we going to translate also the preposition that the verb is
this as a balance would really mean I was throwing or they were throwing. Epokainon will mean I was killing or they were killing. Okay?
So we are
Same
not
thing.
going to translate the preposition. Just the
Hello?
verb.
No, it's a compound word, you know. Some compound word, let me explain. You can have both part of it explained separately, but in other compound words, you cannot really have that. Just give one definition. Okay?
Well, I think as we go along, I will pick it, sir. I will get it.
Hello?
I hope that I will, as we go along, I will get it.
Okay. Normally, it's like when you're doing exegesis, then you tend to give the separate meaning, like the word ecclesia. Ek, it's out. Ecclesia means to call. Okay?
Yes,
and the meaning of ecclesia is church, but literally it means to call out. Okay?
yes, sir.
So am I making sense? Like eulogia. It's eulogio. You is a preposition mean well. Logio means what? To speak. So it's from this word they get the word eulogy, and eulogy means to speak well. Okay? So it's when you are given a definition, you tend to give a breakdown. This part is a preposition means this. This part is a verb means this. Okay? But when you're given the what they call the translator, the translation, you just give the meaning.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I have a question, sir. For example,
No problem.
Ekbalo, sir.
Ekbalo means, ek means out, balo means I throw. So you could say it really means I throw out, but really it's I throw.
Sir,
When you put them together like that. But when you are teaching a class, say this word really means ek means out and balo means throw. So it really means literally to throw out.
Yes, that's what I was thinking about.
But I give example of ecclesia,
sir,
and I give example of the other ones. It's the same thing.
sir, that wasn't the question, sir. You did not let me finish.
Hello?
Yes, sir. I was not asking for the translation, sir. You did not let me finish.
Oh, okay, continue.
Yes. For the elision, sir. I'm not saying it, sir.
You're not
Because
saying the what?
elision, sir.
Elision?
Yes, sir. Between Egbalo, and Exebalon.
Okay. Read verbs beginning with a vowel again. Woody, and see if you can find it there.
Where, sir?
So, no, sorry. Read in compound verb, sorry.
Me?
Yes, you.
All right. In compound verbs, the augment comes after the preposition and before the
Did you hear
verb.
what it says? Hear what it says?
Yes,
the
sir.
augment comes after the preposition. So in Ezibalan, what is the augment there?
It should be a. The a before.
No. Is epsilon is the augment right there.
Yes, sir. Before the beta.
But remember, ek become. Go back and look at 2.5 again. Ek becomes z. Okay. once it is before a vowel. So that's why it changed from ekbalo to ezibalon. So the augment here is what? Epsilon before the beta.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
seen that? Have you seen it?
Yes, that's what I said. As well, sir.
No, you said you haven't seen it, so I am only showing it to you.
No, I did not see the elision.
Like the apostrophe which has been put in the place of a letter.
All of this go back to page 2.5.
Page
Okay.
2.5, sir.
Sorry, not page 2.5. 2.5 talk about apostrophe, and when it changes from that and it becomes elision, it changes to this, that, and I think there's another lesson that deal with that too.
Well,
Okay, so are you clear now, Woody?
No, sir, I'm not, sir.
Okay, so what else you want then? Read it again one more time. Read.
The same question.
Woody.
Yes, sir.
Read in compound verbs.
In compound verbs, the augment comes after the preposition and before the verb.
So therefore, what is the preposition here in ekbalo?
Ek.
So, and then the ek changes to what? And do you see the E before the D there?
Yes, sir.
I noticed.
So therefore, it's in the same. So all it is in the same that the augment comes after the preposition. Instead, notice in the other words, the augment is before the word itself. But in this case, the augment comes after the preposition.
So it don't change it, sir. That's what you mean?
Sir, I know.
But it can't change because the word is a consonant, so it's going to remain E is not a vowel. Woody?
Yes, sir.
Are you still there?
I am, sir.
So you understand?
Yes, sir. I understand, but I still not see the elision, sir.
You're still not what?
Well, let's move on, sir.
I'm just asking, you're still not what?
See the elision, sir, because I don't think there is elision over here, sir.
Sir.
Yes.
What Brother Blondel is saying is that the elision, well, let us say, if we are taking an example, we cannot write like dia and kata, because we will have the alpha, which is a vowel, and epsilon, like close to each other. So for this reason, we will remove alpha and put an apostrophe instead of having alpha, and we will pronounce it D and kata. So this is the elision. But now this one, we do not remove anything. We just change it. And notice that ek, kappa is not a vowel. Kappa is a consonant. And so it was before epsilon, which is a vowel. So I think this could go with probably unclitic or something, but not really elision.
Okay. You know, we have gone through that somewhere in the lesson before.
Yes, sir.
Where that changes.
Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah, but I can't remember which lesson we look at that.
Yes, sir. It is unclitic, and I'm going to give you the lesson, sir.
Eh?
Lesson 9. Lesson 9.
Lesson what?
9.
You can see it in lesson 8 as well.
Lesson 9? Lesson 8.
9.6, sir.
9.6.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see it right there.
Letter
So
A.
X changes to that before a vowel.
Yes, sir. For the eggs.
Yeah.
Now.
Quand il y a pas religion, c'est ça.
Hein?
Ça va.
Non, ça va être religion.
Ça sont d'autres religions. Ça, c'est-
Hello?
Bah, il y a pas de-
Hello, Woody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you couldn't have the K there because of the epsilon, because it have to change from K to X.
Yeah,
Okay, let's move on. Who was reading a while ago?
No, sir. Before we move on,
Yes.
let's look at apago, sir. Which
Yeah?
apago, which becomes apagon.
Yeah. So therefore,
Apa.
remember apagon.
Yes.
Apago.
Let's
Okay. Again, remember the rule says where there's a compound word, the
Yeah, mais
All
ça,
right.
ça, c'est-
the what? Where there is a compound word,
Yes,
the
sir.
augment is after.
Yes, sir.
So even though it started with alpha, you are expecting it to change and have a, but no, that's a preposition. The augment now is
Before the gamma, sir.
yes. I was just saying because again the augment comes after.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's go.
Before we move on, sir.
Let me hear you again.
Yes, sir. Let's look at apoctano, sir. We have as a preposition, right?
Mhm.
The verb now, sir.
Mhm.
We see that they are the augment epsilon.
Up is the augment, is the with the preposition, and
Now,
Non, ça, il est écrit, mais-
apectinon. Katinon is the what? Is apoctinon. So what you have there now is the E.
Il faut pas utiliser l'apostrophe.
yeah,
Il faut pas utiliser l'apostrophe.
c'est qu'on aime besoin qu'on ait tout ça.
So, sir,
Yes.
I
So
only-
where you have the Omicron is gone,
Yes, sir. They were supposed to be
right? And then now you inserted the what? The E. So it's
Yes.
apectinon.
where's the apostrophe, sir, for the elision, sir?
Hello?
Optional.
Yeah, it seems like the apostrophe is optional because then you have put the apostrophe like to show that there is a word that they have taken out, but we do not see any apostrophe. So this is our concern.
Okay. All right. Don't worry about that. As long as you understand where the augment is.
All right,
All right.
sir. Only one last
Okay.
one and
Sir,
Yes.
sir,
Yeah.
that's what I was asking. If the augment changed the
One last
word.
question.
The augment doesn't change the word. It changes it, yes. It is basically telling you that it is an imperfect tense. All right?
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. I'm hearing you.
One last question.
I hope so.
How can we know when to use the eta or the epsilon plus iota when it comes to epsilon plus epsilon?
I don't under what is it again?
Understand?
No. How would you know when to use what?
The epsilon and iota. How can we know how when to use the eta or the epsilon and iota? For example, sir, we have a gay war, which became a gay one, right? We use the eta.
But remember, you know,
Yes, sir.
remember, you know, the long form of epsilon is
Eta.
eta.
Yes, I know
The
that.
long form of alpha is
Eta.
same
I know,
thing. Yeah.
I know these things, sir. But what I'm concerned about is the presence of the epsilon and the iota, sir. How can we know when
The presence of the what?
epsilon and iota, sir? Look at the table, sir.
Which up here, table right here?
Yes, sir. Epsilon plus epsilon equal eta or epsilon iota, the diphthong.
Look, you
When
have epsilon plus epsilon equal eta, epsilon plus epsilon iota equal eta, but notice the iota becomes subscript. It is right there under the eta.
Sir, hold on, sir. Look at the first
iota there becomes subscript.
Look at the first one, sir.
What
Epsilon
says?
plus epsilon equal eta, or the diphthong eta in iota. Are you seeing it, sir?
That's E plus E.
Yes.
Yes, sir. It could equal also to epsilon and iota. So when to use it, sir? Or do we know when to use it?
When to use either.
Huh?
How can we know when to use either of them, sir? Whether
Either of
the
what?
eta and the diphthong epsilon and iota.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. But I don't think that is anything to worry about, because most of it will have the iota subscript. Like if you look at the other end over there, eta plus EI, you have what? The iota what? Subscript under it.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Who was reading a while ago?
Portland.
Israel.
Israel. Come, Israel. Continue.
Okay. D. As in the present tense, any as nominal or passive function. In the imperfect, note that the endings do not follow the usual imperfect suffix.
Continue.
Imperfect indicative of any singular. Nune. No. Nun. No.
No, not noon.
Amen.
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 Yes, amen. I was. S, you were. N, is, she, it was. Amen. We were. Ete, you were. And Esan, they were.
Okay. Solin,
Yes, sir.
have you read yet?
No.
Okay, continue.
Continue.
The use of the imperfect tense in the expressing past time, the Greek language has a variety of tenses, each conveying a different kind of action. The imperfect is the tense which indicates durative action in the past time. The imperfect might be translated in different ways, but it always represents continuous or continual action in the past. The following ideas are frequently found in the imperfect.
Okay. So we have at least 1, 2, 3 different ways to translate the imperfect, eh? And take note of this to avoid confusion. Read for me, Solin.
The descriptive imperfect gives a vivid presentation of what was going on in past time. It is a picture of the movement of an event. An example is Mark 11:40. Kai ekuon oi matetai autu. And his disciples were listening. The repeated or
Okay. Look, the rough. Can you give me the rough translation of this?
Yes, sir.
Give me the rough translation, what it says.
And he was listening.
No. And they were listening. The disciples of him. That's
Yes,
the rough
sir.
translation. And
Yes.
they were listening, the disciples of him. So in the smooth now, and his disciples were listening.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oren. Is Oren there?
Yes, sir.
All right, read D now.
The repeated or iterative imperfect shows continual or repeated action in past time.
Mm-hmm.
An example is in 1 Corinthians 10, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
They drank, and that is epnon, from the spiritual rock which followed them. The meaning is that they drank again and again.
Okay, so how should epinon be translated, Oren?
How should epnon?
Yeah, epnon be translated.
Okay. They were drinking.
Yeah. Oren,
Yes.
how should I be translated?
They have been drinking.
Tell him for me, Portland. Royce,
Sir?
are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
So tell him how that should be translated. Epnon. How should I be translated? Israel,
Yes, sir.
how should I be translated?
You said, sir.
Solin, how should I be translated?
Sir, is it epinon or epnon?
Epinon. Epinon.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Epinon. How should epinon be translated?
They were.
Solin.
Yes, sir. They were drinking.
Exactly. They were drinking, mean that they drink repeatedly, over and over again.
Yes, sir.
So you will notice that in the King James or other version, you will never see they were drinking. What the translators did is that they translate it into aorist tense. They drank. Okay?
Yes,
it is
sir.
still past tense, but the repeated action is left off. Remember, the aorist tense is like a snapshot, while the imperfect tense is a moving what? Camera. So when we translated the imperfect as aorist, we are not really given the full picture. Okay.
We did not hear, sir.
I know. I'm simply saying whenever we translate imperfect tense as aorist tense, we are not given the correct translation of the word. And if you notice in the New Testament or in the Bible, you will see that most of the imperfect tense is translated as aorist tense, and to me that is incomplete and not correct altogether. Because when we talk about in the days of Noah, it says they ate, they drank, and they married. That is incorrect. It is they were eating, they were drinking, they were marrying. It's talking about the kind of things that they were involved in up to the time of the flood. Okay? All right, let's move on. Oren?
Yes, sir.
Read for me C. Who read C a while ago? Was it you, Oren?
Yes, I read B.
Israel, read C for me, Israel. Quickly.
Yes, sir.
Quickly.
The acceptive imperfect also define continued action in past time, but the emphasis is on the beginning of the action rather than its progress. An example is in Matthew 5, verse 2. He began teaching them, and did thus came.
Okay.
This statement introduces.
So therefore, this statement introduced is about, okay. So therefore, it is he was teaching.
He was teaching them.
Yeah. But notice the emphasis is on the beginning. He began teaching. But to me, I wouldn't put the big I, put he was teaching. Okay? So here we have these three functions of the imperfect can be illustrated in the following ways: descriptive, repeated, inceptive. Okay, and you are supposed to begin with lesson 2. Form the imperfect active indicative first person singular of all verbs up to this lesson. Note that an exception to the normal augmentation pattern is the imperfect of echo, which become like con. Okay, this might create some problem, but you want to try it?
Which one, sir? At the bottom?
Yeah? No. Begin with lesson 2. Just do lesson 2 alone. Change all of the verb into imperfect. First and second person singular and plural. Only do lesson 2 alone because that will be too much work for you. Okay?
Lesson 2. Where is that, sir?
Huh?
Where's lesson 2?
Lesson 2 is in the book. If you want more, do lesson 3 then. Do all in lesson 3. Okay? I am going to give you a clue. In the back of the book, everybody has a copy of the book? Hello?
I have a
Am
copy,
I
sir.
speaking to anybody?
I have a copy.
Okay. Woody,
Yes, sir.
you have a copy?
Of the book, sir.
Yes, the great book.
Where on my phone?
In your hand.
In my hand?
In your hand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. Don't do that for now because that might give you some headache. Maybe next class period, I will point out to you some of it.
So what about that? That is at the bottom, sir. What we should do
Which one?
then?
Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 20. How many people in this group now?
5.
5.
So 4 each.
5.
So, huh?
5, sir.
Oh, so it's 5 each. 4 5s.
Can also
4 each. So,
sir, you
Mr.
said
Portland.
which one is it, sir? 4 5
Mr.
4.
Portland. Mr. Portland.
Roy, sir.
Roy. So you will do the first 4. The second 4 will be Orion. And the third 4 will be what the guy name? Woody.
Okay, sir.
And the fourth 4 will be
Solin.
no, Solin. And the last 4 will be Israel. Yes. All right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Eh?
Right.
Yes,
Roy
I'm
got
here.
the first one.
Yes, so just to make it more understandable, in addition to what he said, 1 to 4 is you, 5 to 8 is me, 9 to 12 is the next person, and 13 to 16 is the other, and 17 to 20 is the next.
Thank you for the clarification there.
But sir, I grouped the two Portland together. You don't notice that.
Portland, I want Portland up there now.
Orion, almost a
Um,
Portland in there, sir.
I am a
No,
Portland too.
No. He's from Anatobe, Ghana, Portland. He's from Anatobe. He's from
Well,
Portland. Yeah?
You win, sir.
well, sir.
Yeah? Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, just a clarification there.
In between.
I am an all-around guy.
No. You can't be all around. That's why you get yourself into so much trouble.
Well,
Because you can't be everywhere at the same time. You can't be Spanish Town. You can't be Anatobe. You can't be Portland.
that's true
You are
because
not-
I'm not God. I'm not
You are
omnipresent.
not ubiquitous. You are not ubiquitous, okay?
Yes,
You can't be
well,
everywhere at the same time. You are trying to do what you are not.
well,
Okay, all right, thank you. So, if life spare tomorrow, I'll be coming to collect the translation from the last lesson. And then,
okay, because for a second there I thought you was going to refer to this one.
no.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Question, sir.
Solin,
Yes.
can you get my one to give to Brother Dunbar for me, please?
I'm
How am I
saying,
supposed to do that?
Huh?
How do I will be able to do that?
Climb
It
move
is in
as
his
you
room, he
usually.
said.
Climb move as you usually do.
What I usually
Oh.
do what?
okay, so let
All right. Don't discuss that right now. You can discuss that personally, not right now. This is not the place to discuss this. It's private.
All right.
Keep it locked. Okay. So if there is no question, I think we still have another few minutes
Question, sir.
because class is supposed to finish at 12:30. But I give you the rest of the time. You can start doing your translation. I don't want to begin another lesson because it will put too much pressure on you.
But Dumba,
Yes, sir.
in number 14, sir, there is 3 dots after N
Yes.
before Kai.
Yeah.
It's my first time seeing this thing in a sentence
Okay.
that I have to translate. So I don't know which
Okay.
explanation you could give me for it.
No,
sir.
well, don't worry about that. Just do the translation. Just do the Greek. Forget about the dots.
All right, sir.
Well, this
Yeah.
she was starting on the time.
Maybe in the original text, words were taken out.
Sir,
Hello?
it is like the verse is long, and so they only
Condense it.
the
I know
beginning.
they condense it. because they only wanted to get the major part of it.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Suspension.
So they omit some of the scripture, sir. That's what you're saying.
Listen, no. It is not taken out of the Bible. It is only for the translation. Hello?
Yes, sir.
It
We
is
are
still in the
here.
Bible, but for the translation purpose, they didn't give you that part. Okay? Roy? Roy?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding me?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, okay. You know what? I had said that maybe that will give you some problem. Let me see how well you are thinking. Look at lesson 3, I said. Lesson 3, and if you can turn those words into imperfect tense, first, second, and third person single and plural, all those words. Okay? But these are easy. Those are easy.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
time is gone, sir. You said you gave us the rest of the time, sir.
Hello?
You said you gave us the rest of the time, sir. You are taking it back, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. All right, thank you, sir. All right. Next week, we'll do it next week then.
Sir.
All right.
Sir.
Hello? Yes, sir.
You sure you're okay, Roy?
Will you have class with Sister Oprah later on?
Yes. I
Sir,
think we're
what-
supposed to have the class at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
Yes, yes,
5 o'clock my time. I think it's 6 o'clock her time.
yes.
So I can use the same link?
Yes, sir. The same link.
Same link.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So
we're
how is
going-
my sister this morning? Any problem with the alphabet?
Well, I'm trying to learn it still.
Okay. You
Yeah.
have to sing it on the roll now. Alpha, beta, gamma. You must let one student tell how to sing it, you know.
Okay, because
Yeah.
what I did, I went on the net to see how to sing it, but then there are several versions, and I'm not sure which one to use.
Well, just use one. You know, we are open-minded, so we'll take the one that you bring.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be a part of the class. How can I join?
Talk to the technical people. I'm not technologically savvy. Talk to either Woody or one of those guys down there.
Wood? Wood?
Yes. Brother.
Yes, I would like to be a part of a class later, so I don't know, could I join?
The one later on?
Yes, at 5
The
o'clock.
class at 5?
Yes.
Yeah, you can use this same link.
Okay.
Yes, you can use this same one.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. All right, later.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So enjoy the rest of the day and have fun doing the translation.
All
Yes.
right, sir. I must get my potato pudding.
It's right in. I have leftovers from last week in the freezer, and I have baked one in the fridge right now.
Okay.
The only thing I can't WhatsApp it to you. Neither can I Zoom it to you.
But you can eat it for him. You can eat it
Neither do
for
I.
him.
No, I can only give him a picture of it, and when I bite, he swallow.
That's cruel.
Well,
Yeah, I am going to eat some right now with with a bowl of chicken foot soup dumpling. Yeah. All right, you take care.